Welcome back to the 504. The Amistad Research Center was formed in the 60s in Nashville, Tennessee to document the civil rights movement. Well, today the center's home is right here in New Orleans at Tulane University, and its mission has expanded far beyond documents regarding the civil rights movement. I visited recently to learn more about how important it is in preserving history. Dr. Kara Tusina Odledge says that walking into the Amistad Research Center is like walking into history.
The Amistad Research Center was named after the Amistad incident of 1839, where 53 Africans were illegally enslaved and were being transported to Cuba and would have found themselves at a plantation in Havana. However, they were able to take over the ship.
The center has nearly 300 letters directly related to the Amistad case, including a thank you note written by the Amistad captives on May 5th of 1841.
Mr. John Q. Adams, dear friend, we thank you very much because you make us free, because you love all Mende people. They give you money for Mende people, and you say you will not take it.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg. The center has 15 million documents, hundreds of works of African-American artists, and 250,000 photographs that date back to the 1850s.
We are born out of a need in 1966 to really tell the story, unearth the story of African Americans.
The American Missionary Association founded the center at Fisk University to document the civil rights movement. But now, 50 years later, it has expanded to include records dealing with the history of slavery, African American community development, and the histories of other populations as well. And as the mission expanded, so did the collection. It went through several homes before landing in Louisiana with a permanent home at Tulane University in 1987. And of course, there's a lot of work out there documenting the civil rights era. What's really cool about the Amistad Research Center is that a lot of their books and documents focused on the civil rights era is focused on Louisiana.
Louisiana had a really central role in the civil rights movement. One, the Free Southern Theater was one of the aspects that came out that emerged during the civil rights movement, using theater, using the arts as a part, as I say, to talk about social issues, political issues, voter registration, many of the things, and the idea of telling your story.
There's also hate mail targeted at 6-year-old girls from people who were upset about the integration of schools.
This is a very interesting document. It is a letter signed by Homer Plessy, and it's one of the few documents authored and signed by him outside of the court records pertaining to the Plessy versus Ferguson.
And there are papers written by civil rights activist Fannie Lou Hamer that talk about the personal struggles of working in a movement. It's writings like these that make the center stand out, even in an age when most people turn to the internet for everything, because they show a different side of these historical figures.
Often, when you think about our icons, they're almost like heroic to us. That the fragility, of trying to balance, the stress of, going out every day and facing oppressors, of fighting for rights, and then, just the everyday person inside of them.
And as the center celebrates its 50th anniversary, Dr. Odledge points out that because of these materials, the center has a crucial role in helping us remember the past.
It's really about the fabric of who we are. It's about how we live, what decisions that have been made to guide our lives politically, how we fought for particular freedoms. And that's important to everyone. I think that Amistad is the idea of Sankofa, that you have to look backwards to know where you're going.
The Amistad Research Center officially celebrates its 50th anniversary this Friday night at 6:30 at Dillard University. Deacon John will be performing, and for tickets and more info on the center, you can visit amistadresearchcenter.org. Well, that is all for tonight, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you back here tomorrow night at 9 for more of the 504.